Y'all remember when I said I was gonna try to release an episode once a month? It has been now 2 months since episode What Did I in parentheses we miss. Welcome back to What's the Meta, episode name pending, because I'm starting to figure out this algorithm that Spotify has, because the last episode I did kind of piggyback off of Drake. Shout out to Drake, and that's why it's called What Did I in parentheses we miss. So again, shout out to Drake and shout out to y'all. Be like, did Drake upload a podcast? No, it's just a light skinned nigga and a dark skinned nigga just riding off the coattails. So we appreciate that. Shout out to your boy OVO for the shout out to your OVO boy for the one time, and I hope your lawsuit gets settled eventually, because this is the longest pending motion for discovery I have ever fucking seen in my goddamn life. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. This is pretty much the summary review. We got a long list, y'all, because we might as well just start coming up with fat ass episodes, like 1 hour, 5 minutes, 1 hour, 10 minutes, because apparently we also got some tracking with what we talk about. They're like, yeah, you guys just break down the stuff so good. I'm like, yes, that nigga. That's what we do. That's what that is what the meta is. That's what we do. But getting started here. First, we got to go over our rest in pieces, because life goes, man. First, we got...
Yes, we do. No. First, we got Malcolm Jamal Warner, because he was going to fuck this up. Please, in the comments, tell this man how important Malcolm Jamal Warner is in the comments. Thank you. That's all I wanted to say. Go ahead.
Yes, for those who don't know, Malcolm Jamal Warner, he passed away at 54, drowning. Very unfortunate. He did shows such as Bill Cosby, and he also starred in the original Tuskegee Airmen, and I guess like his biggest work was probably Malcolm and Eddie. I've never seen Malcolm and Eddie. I really didn't watch Bill Cosby growing up. I was too busy watching like Blue's Clues, Sesame Street. Unironically, he did guest star in some episodes of Sesame Street, and I didn't watch the original Tuskegee Airmen because it came out before I was born. So rest in peace to that nigga.
Yes, I grew up watching Bill Cosby, so I understand how important this man was. I did not watch Malcolm and Eddie though. I didn't even know that show existed until he passed away. So apparently, but I saw the reviews on it. Apparently, it's pretty funny. It's on Tubi. A lot of people love that show. Then Tuskegee Airmen, I saw the new one. Well, I can't even call it the new one. That was we were in high school when the reboot came out. I never saw the original one. My mom always looked at it because she went to Tuskegee, but of course, as a kid, I didn't look at it like that. So
yeah, right. But I'm sure that all my baby boomers listening, y'all will definitely be familiar with this young thug out here. No reference to the actual rapper. Then next up, we got Hulk Hogan, one of the biggest WWE stars in franchise history. Rest in peace to that man too. Next up, we got Ozzy Osbourne, Mr. Black Sabbath himself. Yeah, man, I didn't listen to Black Sabbath. I know a lot of people did. Baby boomers, once again, vibe out. Yeah, rest in peace to that man. Another music legend gone to the grace of the gates, hopefully. And then last but not least, we got James Carter Cathcart. He was the original voice actor of James from Team Rocket, from the original Pokemon series. So again, this is more my speed with watching the Indigo League. For all my Gen Zers and and my millennials out there, yes, this one hurt home, because now all three of the original members of Team Rocket have now passed away, which is very sad. So again, rest in peace. I didn't know
all three of them passed away. That's crazy.
Yep. All three original voice actors of the Indigo League Team Rocket have now passed away. So again, rest in peace to the entire Team Rocket. I will never forget y'all always trying to capture Pikachu. Reference
and
to
never see the Team Rocket blasting off again.
Yes. So somber note starting off, but let's get into this crazy ass roundup for the summer, because this is as good as it gets, y'all. I keep saying that every fucking episode, but every fucking episode it is as good as it's gonna get, because it just keeps getting good. First of all, we got the ex-CEO astronomer Andy Byron suing Coldplay. Just read off the list and then we can talk about it. Just like we did in the last episode. Keep things flowing because we got a lot to cover. Dr. Squash selling out of Sydney Sweeney bath water soap. Ashton Hall, aka Saratoga Water, lost to iShowSpeed in a series of sprints. Uno was unfortunately debunked because there was news of Uno, the card game, becoming a table game in Vegas. And for the regular news, that's not any other categorized that we got here. HBO Max renames itself to HBO Max after renaming itself to Max. What the fuck are y'all doing?
I was just gonna say that. I just read that for the first time. I was like, I thought they were already HBO Max. That's crazy.
No, they renamed themselves to Max, I think like a year ago, because they want to.
Yeah, they did.
They wanted to get away from just, we're more than just HBO, but you gotta understand.
That's your name though. HBO. We know who the fuck is Max? We know HBO. Fuck a Max.
But yeah, sad to see that Uno is not becoming a tabletop game in Vegas.
You know that would cause too many fucking fights. Too many black people. They want the black people to rise to power. You know that's our game.
Uno. That's all we play.
That's all we play. That's not spades or
that's not spades. Matter of fact, the day, because I know spades not in Vegas. The day they put spades in Vegas or anywhere, any casino, is going to get ugly.
I think spades does have a high ceiling. And spades is one of the very, very few popular team-based 52 card games. So I think spades will go a long way in Vegas. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I don't even know how to play spades, but I just inherently know my ancestors will let me win.
Yes, your trust, you will pull up to a spades table against non-black people, and I promise you will run their clocks and probably their pockets if they put money on it. Yeah.
No, it's funny. And speaking of running, Ashton Hall got his ass burnt 3 times. I think he lost 3 times in a row.
Yep.
But the thing is, he's too. iShowSpeed is barely 20. Still in his prime, early prime, not even his real prime yet. Skinny, got all that energy. He's an athlete. I mean, Ashton Hall's too fucking swole. You know what I mean? He wasn't gonna beat that man anyway. He had too much muscle mass.
iShowSpeed is 5'8".
Yep.
This nigga is short. He's a short black man. He's a short king.
He is.
Shit. No wonder he can run so fast.
Yep. He can go. How you feel about Coldplay being sued by your boy?
I mean, by old boy. Again, for everybody that doesn't know, that apparently there was this astronomer dude was having an affair because he was married with the head of HR for the company they worked with. This is like the biggest thing this summer.
She was HR. That's crazy.
Yes, she was fucking the head of HR, which is wild to me because I'm not too familiar with the company. I'm about to get back with y'all on the next episode of What's the Meta, whatever the fuck. Get more out of the situation. But I'm just like, if they played it off like they were supposed to be together, I promise you this would not have been such a debacle on Twitter because the initial tweet has like over 172 million views of the affair occurring at the Coldplay concert, and then the current of the whole situation outside of the CEO resigning and the lady resigning is the CEO Andy suing Coldplay because allegedly they knew that they were going to be there, the two having the affair, the guy and the girl, and I guess Coldplay was like tipped off from people within that staff. But nigga, I don't know how the fuck they gonna do this shit. I guess he's suing for like emotional damages, but nigga, good luck. I don't know how the fuck this is gonna hold up. In a court of law. we'll see about that.
Mm.
So yeah, that's pretty much like the biggest summer news roundups for regular news. But now let's get into the entertainment, which starts with Fantastic Four being out. And we're going to talk about the Rotten Tomatoes score. Superman, the new reboot, is grossing more than Man of Steel, which is the other Superman movie. We'll talk about some Sinners records because that bang. And then we're going to talk about I gotta get this list. We're going to talk about the highest selling albums as of July for 2025. And then we got the Billboard staff names Michael Jackson the third greatest R&B artist of all time. Very interesting. They put Michael in R&B, but not pop. And then Salento, best known for his song "Watch Me Whip," Nene, was sentenced to 30 years in prison after pleading guilty to murdering his cousin. Interesting.
Yeah, he he from Atlanta.
I didn't know that, Salento. He knows from Atlanta.
He's from Atlanta. Yeah.
Wow.
It was just kind of unfortunate that happened to him. I really ain't got too much to say about that because I was so tired of hearing "Watch Me Whip," "Watch Me Nene." I was so tired of hearing that shit. So
man, unfortunately, it did not survive my Spotify regular rotation, so I had to take that bit off.
You had it on your. You know what? We're not even going to go into that. Let's talk about Michael Jackson. Because when I first read this, and then I had to read this, why reading is fundamental. Had to read the R&B part. I was like, okay, that makes sense. But I don't know why you put him in the R&B list when he should be pop. Obviously,
like I understand that because like the thing is, if you're talking about Jackson 5, they were definitely Motown was a genre during his era because that's all where the Negroes did was Motown, right? So like it was like Motown, aka / swing, whatever. But like I guess Michael, when he went on his solo, I guess you could do more R&B. But once again, like he did such a fusion of R&B and pop, it's really hard to put him in R&B because like maybe his most R&B album was his last album. By the way, at least to me, that was his most R&B album, which was Invincible, one of the most underrated albums, and this is in his discography. So that's just me though. I don't think I'll put him in R&B.
Let me tell you something, Nate. Okay, so because I got most of damn near half my list on Apple Music is either hip hop or rap, and half of that is either Drake or Mike. I went to the R&B section and typed Jackson. The only shit that popped up was Jackson 5. And Jackson shit is on the R&B on Apple Music. So I'm trying to figure out where the hell they got that shit from. There's all on the pop, which I feel like that's where it belongs. That's what it was.
That's crazy.
There's only maybe a couple songs that I can really like Human Nature. Maybe you can consider that R&B, but I still kind of consider that pop. It was kind of and what's that other song, The Love of My Life? I don't consider that nigga R&B at all.
To my Lady of My Life.
Yeah, Lady of My Life. There's not what's that other song? She's Out of My Life. There's not
She's Out
that
of My Life.
many.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's not that many R&B songs that Michael Jackson actually sung. You know what I mean? Like that doesn't make any sense to me. But respect for them doing that, then he ain't got no R&B songs. Cause who could they have number 1 and 2?
Top 10. Yep. So from 10 to 1, Marvin Gaye, R. Kelly. Wow,
I knew it.
Mariah Carey, Prince, okay, James Brown, Whitney Houston, Beyonce, MJ, Aretha, and Stevie.
I'm not mad at that list. I'm not mad at that list at all. Next episode we gonna have. Bro. No, you trust me. Ask the aunties. R. Kelly's up there. R. Kelly's that guy. I really didn't listen to R. Kelly like that at all. My mom, especially after all that shit happened, I used to hear "Step in the Name of Love" every 5 fucking seconds. But I don't know a single other. A whole night through, brother.
Damn, that's crazy. But yeah, that's crazy. But let me get to to the movie shit real quick.
Yes, sir.
Well, actually, let me round off the music shit and get some movie shit real quick. So for the goddamn album shit real quick, let me pull that up here. Let me see. So as of 2025 July into August, I guess early August, and I don't think anything's slated to come out in August as far as I know. I do believe Drake's coming out with an album, but I don't know when. But before that album,
Iceman. Yep.
Yeah,
Iceman.
Before that album, we have going from 1 to what is this one? Like 1 to 12. This is GNX, Some Sexy Songs for You, Music, Wham, this is Chromacopia, Take Care, Alligator Bites Never Heal, Good Kid, Damn, Take Care, Curtain Call, We Don't Trust You, Last Lap, Glorious, My Turn, Utopia, and Views. Again,
Drake and Kendrick dominate that whole list.
Yeah, again, some of these albums didn't come out in 2025, but this is, highest selling albums.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So was that in order from least to most?
To most to least. GNX having 1.75.
Okay.
Sexy Songs for You having 1.28 million. Yeah.
The fact that Drake and Kendrick dominate because Drake got Views, Take Care, and Some Sexy Songs for You. I don't think you said anything else.
No.
And then he got that nigga from the West Coast. I ain't gonna say his name. Gen X. That keep in mind that shit is mid. Good Kid, Mad City, and I think you said one more.
Yeah, I don't know who made Chromacopia. I don't know who.
You want to say the name?
Huh? Yeah, that's the name of the album.
I don't know. I've never heard of that. I'm usually on this music shit. It got me.
It's by the other nigga, Tyler, the Creator.
Oh yeah. It sounds like some shit he would come up with. Okay, that's fair enough.
Yes, yeah.
When does come out?
Yeah, it came out in 2024.
Oh, that's the one with that Lawrence song. I don't Sticky.
Yeah, and then it was funny. Okay. Speaking of Tyler Creator, he just came on the album this month, July. I'm gonna release this in August. So in July,
and nobody likes it. Everybody said that shit trash.
Yeah, it came out with "Don't Tap the Glass," which is his 9th studio album. I haven't listened to it yet.
It's crazy. He has so many fucking albums. Like, I forgot he's been around since we were in middle school.
Correct. So middle, like very 8th grade, 9th grade.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
What's this nigga's first album? Let me see.
I don't know because I never listened to Tyler Creator at all.
I see. I don't like his alternative stuff, but when he be rapping, I like his flow. Right? Like some of the alternative stuff does kind of lose me. Like, if Childish Gambino had a kid, Tyler Creator with an alternative style would be that kid. His first album was Bastard. I remember that album.
I don't remember that album. I'm not a Tyler Creator person at all.
Yeah, that came out in 2009. High school, middle school. So yeah, good shit to you, Tyler. Fair 9 albums. 9 albums. Go crazy, bro. Go crazy. But shit, that's about it for the music stuff. The movie stuff, let's see here. I'm typing in gross summer 2025. Let me get y'all that summer's movie list real quick. Domestic box office. Lilo and Stitch currently at number 1 for summer 2025, which is crazy to me.
That's crazy. But those kids nowadays don't know Lilo and Stitch like we knew Lilo and Stitch. From what you described to me, that ain't Lilo and Stitch. That the movie we grew up with.
I hate they cut out fucking again too, bro. I hate it. Like, how do you cut out the main villain and turn one of the main protagonists into the main antagonist, and he doesn't even play the part right? Like, you gotta, nigga. Disney, what are y'all doing to y'all live action movies, bro? Like, I don't understand. Like, Disney can just get away with some weak shit. I don't like it.
Yep.
Not at all. But yeah, so the top 10 for summer grossing: Lilo and Stitch, Jurassic World Rebirth, which is interesting because it looks kind of mid. Superman, How to Train Your Dragon, Mission Impossible, which is also kind of mid. Thunderbolts, aka the New Avengers, F1, The Fantastic Four, Final Destination, Bloodlines, and Sinners. Well, I'm surprised that Bloodlines grossed more than Sinners. When I say gross, And once they gross more than sinners, it's only about like a couple $100,000. So that's not a lot.
Yeah, the only reason it did because people recognize the name Final Destination. You know what I mean? Like Final Destination been around since the early 2000s, so people were hyped for that. That's why it grows more than Sinners.
Yeah, I guess. But I mean, like, I guess in like, you know, our generation, you probably recognize a Michael B. Jordan on a poster than you recognize Final Destination on the poster. You know what I'm saying? In the wise words of Philip DeFranco, one of the best news coverage YouTube channels in the history of the platform. You may not fuck with politics, but politics will fuck with you.
I'm dead.
So, again, going through the list, we got Trump potentially in the Epstein files because the DOJ told him that he is in, more than likely, the Epstein files. The big beautiful bill passing Congress, then getting sent back to House for alterations to then be passed by the House on the second visit to the House. We got Robert Prevost becoming the first American Pope after the last Pope did pass away, that we mentioned in our last episode. Metro Atlanta nets negative population growth for the first time in ever. How long ever?
Lord Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Take y'all ass back home.
And then we got worldwide internet censorship rolling out across the globe, mainly in the United Kingdom that just approved a bill for the entire country, and I do believe also in Australia that just approved a bill age gating certain content across the internet in those areas of the world. Damn, Metro Atlanta inflation done caught up to y'all, huh? It's crazy. As somebody who's been living in the same city for 30 years and has watched inflation tear asunder the threshold of poverty, even though my city is steadily building these $400,000 homes, give it up to baby boomers, y'all. Give it on up. Oh, and my Indians. Shout out to y'all for running these gas stations and making a fortune. But yeah. It's crazy. A big beautiful bill. Rest in peace to all my folks on Medicaid and food stamps, because I guess the main thing I do want to say about the big beautiful bill is that it's putting stricter work requirements on Medicaid, and the whole point of Medicaid is to be given to those that cannot work. That's the whole point of Medicaid. So what's the point of putting a work restriction on Medicaid unless you're just making no money working? But at that point, that kind of also somewhat subverts the point of Medicaid. Like, make sense. Trump, Trump, you're probably cooked with the Epstein files. You can dodge it for the next 3.5 years because you're not going to be doing anything else in office outside of the big beautiful bill, because that was your main thing that you were campaigning on outside of your art of no deal trades that you also campaigning on. So good luck, brother. And then the first American Pope, hell yeah. And the censorship thing, basically you now have to give your ID or a credit card when visiting riskier adult sites in those areas of the world.
Let me tell you something.
Insane. That's insane. You know what? I'm gonna be quiet.
A lot of people don't know how deep this can run. So unless Midnight, you got anything else to add, I'm gonna add this on. Please. I just read a tweet from a public defender. Again, I'm setting the tone for y'all. I read a tweet from a public defender telling us, the American public, to deactivate face identification and leave it off. That's to tell you how heavy that the censorship shit is getting, because why would I give up my my privacy that I am given as a citizen of this world, give these websites my identification or my main payment method to then kick it back to another service to then track me in my movements to these riskier websites?
Yeah,
why would you do that?
Yeah, that's Yeah, I don't know. Well, obviously there's workaround to everything. Y'all look it up your damn selves. But it's just that's. I feel like that's definitely a breach on people's rights. You tell me we can't get on the hub without y'all trying to watch? Like, get out of our business. That's crazy.
Yeah, yep. It is currently banned in Georgia.
I mean, I don't care.
Sad.
I mean, it's very sad.
Yeah, it is very sad. But the thing is, I guess, as an adult that enjoys this fucking content, right? Like, I have to go out of my way to go to other sites that aren't as developed as the hub. But also as well, we now that we're coming to a dystopia, as I like to call it, with censorship just ruining, fun on the internet with or without cause. That I have to go to these production companies that are similar to the hub that have like these sub franchises and actually start paying them money to get the content that I want, which I'm just like, that kind of defeats the purpose of a free hub type content. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole point. So yeah, it sucks.
Facts.
I'm gonna call John Ossoff and be like, hey, I need to do something about this. John Ossoff for president 2028. Thank you, bro.
Man.
Thank you.
I'm fucking dead.
Thank you.
It don't matter. It don't matter what it is at this point.
Yep. Let the Jewish man run the country. Fuck it. He'll do a better job. Fuck it. But, and now to wrap up the general news before we take a short intermission, let's go to gaming, y'all. We had the Summerfest, which is the budget E3. If y'all don't know what E3 stands for, E3 was, but now defunct. E3 is short for Electronic Entertainment Expo that was held in, I think, Los Angeles up until, I want to say, 2021. That is correct. 2021 was its last iteration, and it ran from 1995 to 2019. Oh my God, what a run! But yes, Summerfest is like a spiritual successor to E3. I mean, I can go through the games, but personally, as a gamer, they ain't show a shit on there. They really didn't.
Let me tell you, I got it pulled up, brother. Look, half these games are dead already. Splitgate 2 died. Mind's Eye died. Mecha Break ain't came out yet. Ain't nobody finna play that shit. Liza P, which is Liza P already came out, but this is just DLC.
Yeah, free game by the way, coming soon to the PlayStation.
Yeah. They announced, well, this already been that Mafia of the Old Country, we don't care. Dying Light the Beast, we don't care. Sonic Racer Cross Worlds, that shit's gonna be dead. Wanna know why? Because people are still up Mario Kart's ass. So
Yep.
Let me see. Anything else? Everything else is dog water. Literal dog water. Like, ain't nobody finna play none of this shit.
Maybe Dying Light will be good. I played the original. I don't know what Dying Light I played. Was it the original Dying Light? I may have played the original Dying Light on PS4. Maybe this will be better. Shit, I don't know. I didn't really like the original. So, yeah, there's that.
Yep.
So most of the games are either already out or coming out in the remainder of this year. So I mean, we'll see. I mean, again, just gaming is kind of at a lull at the moment. With GTA 6 still pending.
Yep.
A lot of these games are just either getting remastered or rebooted time and time again. Switch 2, which is a great segue because we're going to talk about the Switch 2. Nintendo has once again held us by the nutsack and is currently stroking our nuts for money because, and I mother freaking quote. Hold on, pull up. Hold on, wait. Nintendo Switch 2 on June 10th, 4 days after its release, sold over 3.5 million units worldwide, becoming the fastest selling Nintendo hardware ever.
Crazy work.
So you're telling me that this inflated console became the fastest selling Nintendo hardware ever?
Keep in mind, This shit got 2 games. Mario Kart and Donkey Kong Bonanza. Keep in mind, Donkey Kong Bonanza came out like 2 weeks ago.
Correct.
It was not a launch title.
Nope. A launch title as it comes out when the game comes out. That is Mario Kart World.
Let me also tell you something. I've been keeping track. I'm not saying do not buy a Nintendo Switch. Do what you want with your money. Wait for them to drop the second wave, because y'all are just beta testers right now. The Nintendo Switch, the dock is overheating. You can't even play the shit for real. The Joy-Cons falling off without you reattaching them. I mean, without you pressing the little back button. Like the thing is falling apart. I'm telling you, just wait. Y'all just wait. Either catch it on sale at your local pawn shop. That's what me and Metagoon are finna do. We're gonna wait for it to drop in price, or catch that second wave, or fuck it, catch the third wave when the OLED drop. Do one of those, because I don't trust it. I do not trust it.
Like, because like the Switch is probably gonna suffer from the even though Nintendo is the king of individual characters, being specifically on Nintendo and Nintendo games,
Facts.
Normally never making it to other consoles and or on your personal computer to be played on. It might be worth the $450, but like I said, me and Midnight is just gonna scout our pawn shops, because that's how I got my original Switch. I scouted the pawn shop, and that thing had the entire Switch, the docking station, and a game inside of the Switch that I'm assuming the pawn shop didn't bother to fucking check. So I made out with a steal, brother. So hopefully somebody that's like, oh man, no, I want my FIFA 2026 trades in the Switch 2 and then gets a PS5 Pro, and then I can just make off with the Switch 2 with Mario Kart, hopefully once again inside of the console, and make a profit. We'll see. But yeah, man, that kind of rounds out general news. And now, what you all been waiting for. Sports.
Yes, sir.
Here we go. So this is just straight up NBA. I'm going to read off all of this. I'm going to take a breath, take a sip of water, because I'm about to read it all off.
It's been getting nasty. And now I'll come back. I'll come behind you. Now I'll finish it off. Let's do it. I'm ready.
This is a lot. Hold on, I gotta pull up the list for the 2024-2025 NBA awards. Now where are we? Gotcha. So the finalists were Giannis, Shea, and Jokic. Of course, Gilgeous-Alexander won MVP. Rookie of the Year went to Stephon Castle. Defensive Player of the Year went to Evan Mobley. Most Improved Player of the Year went to Dyson Daniels. Shout out to the Hawks. Sixth Man of the Year went to Peyton Pritchard. NBA Clutch Player of the Year went to Jalen Brunson. Coach of the Year went to Kenny Atkinson. The NBA Hustle Award went to Draymond Green, and the NBA Twayman Stokes Teammate of the Year went to Stephen Curry. And to wrap off the season, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander joins the elite list of the scoring title and the MVP plus championship list. So the trades, this is off season and free agency, by the way. It's all combined, and then I'm gonna round it off with the draft. The main two niggas that matter for the draft. So we got Desmond Bane to the Magic for Kentavious Caldwell Pope and Cole Anthony. Those two are going to the Grizzlies. Kevin Durant to the Rockets for Jalen Green and Dylan Brooks to the Suns. Jordan Poole and Sadiq Bey to the Pelicans for CJ McCollum and Kelly Olynyk. They're going to the Wizards. Kristaps Porzingis to the Hawks. Terrius Mann to the Nets. And Georges Niang to the Celtics. Niang. Thank you. English is hard. English is Chinese. That was a three-way trade. Dorian Finney-Smith to the Rockets from Lakers. He was a free agent. D'Angelo Russell to the Mavericks from the Nets. Yeah, that was a free agent. Michael Porter Jr. to Nets for Cameron Johnson to the Nuggets. Kevin Looney to the Pelicans from the Warriors, free agent. Jonathan Kuminga is still declining his current offer for the Warriors to get paid what he is owed, according to him. Austin Reeves declined his $90 million extension with the Lakers. That nigga's probably out of here. Clint Capella to the Rockets from the Hawks. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Shea's cousin, to the Hawks from the Timberwolves. Hawks much needed shooting guard. So that's nice. Shout out to the Hawks. Miles Turner to the Bucks from Pacers after waiving Damian Lillard, which is crazy. And then Damian Lillard returns to the Trailblazers for a 3-year, $42 million contract while he recovers. Welcome back. Giannis Valanciunas to the Nuggets from the Kings. He wanted to go to Greece because the Greece folks were eyeing him, but Nuggets said, no, you're not leaving because we need you as backup for Jokic. Sorry, nigga. You should have thought about that before you signed your deal, brother, man. Dennis Schroeder to Kings from Pistons. Bruh, can you find a team, bruh? Well, hopefully this one sticks, huh? DeAndre Ayton to the Lakers from the Trailblazers. Norman Powell to the Heat from the Clippers. John Collins to the Clippers from the Jazz. And Kevin Love to the Jazz from the Heat. That's a 3-way trade. Marcus Smart to the Lakers from the Wizards. What up? Chris Paul to the Clippers from the Spurs for his potential final season, even though he said last year he wanted to play with Wemby. And then to round out with the draft, the main two niggas, Cooper Flag to the Mavericks and Yang Hansen to the Trailblazers. That's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. Let me tell you, I'm gonna run through this real quick. I'm gonna run through the notable ones. Well, shit, I might as well run through all of them. Desmond Bain to the Magic for KCP and Cole Anthony. That's an even trade. Can't be mad at that. This one, like Kevin Durant to the Rockets. That's even gonna be a good or bad thing because Kevin Durant, y'all gotta forget, he's up there in age now. He's not. This ain't young Kevin Durant, and you got rid of a young Jalen Green and a young Dylan Brooks. For that, hopefully it works. It should, on paper, it should work, but we'll see. I don't care about Jordan Poole. Porzingis to the Hawks. Hawks still trash though, so
it kind of sucks. But hey, look, Hawks.
Dorian Finney-Smith to the Rockets from the Lakers. I forgot he was even on the Lakers, so that gives the Rockets more firepower. I give him that. D'Angelo Russell to the Mavericks. He won't do shit on the net, so that's a fantastic trade for both teams actually. Mr. Michael Porter Jr., Mr. Get It Out the Net himself, Mr. I will shoot that bitch at any time. I don't give a fuck. We know somebody on 2K who play like that, but that's beyond the point. Honestly, none of this matters. I guess Cameron Johnson to the Nuggets, that's fine, but Michael Porter Jr. to the Nets, they fit trade him somewhere else. There's no way he stays. I know he's injured right now, but anyway, Kevin Looney don't matter. This Jonathan Kuminga one right here, that's interesting because he's like the next up, even though I really don't see a real future with him. A lot of people are gassing him up. I don't think he's that good, but hey, it is what it is. Because I mean, I'm talking about in Warrior standards, he's not that good because we've been so used to Steph, Clay, KD, fucking Draymond. He don't live up to that. So whenever Steph leave, maybe in about 2-3 years, it's gonna be spooky if you just got Jonathan Kuminga left. You know what I mean? So Austin Reeves declining his extension with the Lakers. I don't know if he's doing that to just help the Lakers out just to get some more pieces, or is he trying to leave? If he leaves, that's stupid. That's all I gotta say, because you can literally run the league with you and fucking Luka. That will go stupid. Trash ass Clint Capella, get your sorry ass on from the Hawks. Thank God you are gone. Jesus Christ. Thank you, Lord Jesus.
That will also pause to that. That's gonna be a kind of deadly backcourt for KD at the 4 and Clint at the 5. So that's gonna be kind of nice.
Ain't gonna be that. Can't shoot.
I mean,
Clint can't do it. He can barely get a rebound, and he's old. He's getting old now. He's just on the He was on the Rockets, didn't do shit. Got traded to the Hawks. Now he's back to the Rockets. Yeah, take your ass on. We don't need you anyway, nigga. We got Kristaps. He can shoot. Fuck you. Show's cousin to the Hawks. That's cool. Gives Trey some more help, but Trey still is literally the only all-star in the league to not play with another all-star. He has not done it. Like, get that nigga some real help, please. He's tired. He's light-skinned. He needs some help. Miles Turner to the Bucks, which is fucking nuts. That the Pacers let him go, but they're probably trying to rebuild because Tyrese Halliburton is literally going to miss the whole entire next season. He's not coming back. So they're probably going to try to tank and pull and get another big that can ultimately replace Miles Turner when Tyrese comes back. Damian Lillard returns to the Trailblazers. He should have never fucking left. The Trailblazers were tripping. Jonas Valanciunas to Nuggets from Kings. Who cares? Cares. Fuck Dennis Schroeder. DeAndre Ayton to the Lakers. I told Metagoon this, I called it, dude. I called it. The Lakers need a center. They have their starting five is slick nasty. They got Luka, Austin Reeves, LeBron, Rui. Even though I don't really care for Rui, he's like a budget
LeBron
budget. No, he's a budget Giannis. To be honest, I don't really care for him. And DeAndre Ayton, that's a squad. That's a squad. If when 2K comes out and is free next year, around summertime, I'm making the Power 4. I'm going to say to the Lakers. Because I'm replacing Rui. Norman Powell to the Heat. I forgot Norman Powell was still fucking playing. Kevin Love to the Jazz. Kevin fucking retired, brother. You're done. Like, it's a wrap. Marcus Smart to Lakers from Wizards. That gives them a fantastic defensive point guard, because Marcus Smart was damn near, I think, did he win Defensive Player of the Year? I think he did.
What, this year?
Maybe about no, he won like 4 years ago.
4 years ago.
Maybe 3-4 years ago. I think he was running up 1 or 2. That nigga, he's a hooper. He can play defense. That gives the Lakers slick got a squad. And Chris Paul, the Clippers, they might as well throw me out there, my nigga. Pack it up, please.
I will say, hold on. I will say, since John is now going to the Clippers, John Collins, the Clippers might have a little something. They might have a little something. They might have a little something. Because that triple threat of the unction that they're calling the Clippers, hey, they might have a little something. All these teams are looking pretty balanced, except for the Warriors. I mean, they still have a big issue of not having a big playing center, big man, because Draymond Green is getting old. He can't be guarding these 7-foot ass niggas. So hopefully they figure something out, or they just continue to play small ball and they just win with their athleticism. But we'll see how long that lasts.
Yep, we'll see. We'll definitely see how long that lasts, man.
I'm definitely excited for this NBA season. It's gonna be different because I'm very interested. There's so many storylines in NBA with so many stars out with Achilles injuries. And then what is LeBron going to do? Like, people gotta understand,
most of the people we grew up with should have been long gone already. So we might see, in the next 2 years, we're gonna see a mass wave of people who carried the league disappear. What's going to happen after that? So I'm very excited to see what happens with the NBA.
That's crazy. But yeah, man, that's the NBA, man. NBA is turning up because, again, I'll say these last 3 years of NBA have been some of the most eventful years of modern NBA. So, again, stay tuned. As we get closer again to NBA season kicking off, again, another perfect segue to more NBA news that's non-trade news. A few things to talk about, in just the entire realm of the NBA. The Paul George trade is now being dubbed as the worst trade in NBA history. The 2023 to 2025 Suns is now also being dubbed as the worst super team of all time. The Lakers, as a franchise, is pending sale to the Dodgers owner Mark Walter. And also, as well, the partnership between NBA and TNT comes to an end after 36 seasons, stemming from 1989 to 2025. That is a long time.
Yep. So I want to break down this Paul George trade to everybody who don't know what happened. So I'm gonna actually start before the trade. So Paul George, obviously he was drafted to the Pacers. He was a superstar with the Pacers. He went to the Eastern Conference Finals. Of course, he ran into LeBron James, but he gave them a hell of a fucking 7-game series twice in a row, back to back. Obviously after that, the Pacers lost their team. After they lost the Heat twice in a row. So I guess Paul George kind of got tired of it. So in that wake of him getting tired, he got traded to the Thunder, which was a nasty trade. Everybody knew that shit wasn't gonna be good. The Pacers ended up getting a lot out of that. Which ended up getting Tyrese Halliburton because of the Paul George trade. I'm gonna explain that later. That's a whole different side of things. So he went to the Thunder, and then got traded to the Clippers. So once he got traded to the Clippers, what made it bad was the Clippers lost so much to gain Paul George, who didn't do shit, and they gave up Shea to Gallinari, but Gallinari's already retired already. So that's why it's a nasty trade, because we've now seen the last 2 years what Shea has accomplished. So it's crazy. It's crazy. I can't believe it. And now keep in mind, Paul George is now on the fucking 76ers, not doing a motherfucking thing. Trash can water. And now I definitely want to get into the Suns being the worst super team of all time. I don't know what these niggas expected, putting 3 ball dot. Well, Kevin Durant, he can play both sides. He don't have to have the ball, or he can have the ball. The thing is, y'all gotta remember, Chris Paul was also on that Suns team in 2023. So you had Chris Paul, Devin Booker, Bradley Beal, Kevin Durant, and whoever the fuck else was at center. I think 2023. I think they had DeAndre Ayton, and then he got traded to the Blazers. Matter of fact, they did, because that's when they played the Celtics 2023 for the championship, and they played they played the Bucks and lost. That was 2021. So DeAndre Ayton wasn't on that team no more. But why would you have Devin Booker and Bradley Beal on the same team together? Both of them niggas need the ball, need it. Like, they are primary scorers. This man, Devin Booker, was the youngest person to ever drop 70 in the game. Why the hell you add Bradley Beal to that? Just let Devin Booker hoop. Just let him hoop. Let him and Kevin Durant hoop. That would not have been a bad. But since y'all put 3 quote-unquote superstars, which I don't consider Bradley Beal superstar. I consider him an all-star. Superstar is a little too much for his caliber. They just did too much for that. That damn show is the worst super team of all time. I don't see another quote-unquote super team that's worse than that. I don't.
To round out the sports section, of course, we got the non-NBA, which is the MLB and NFL. It's not a lot, just a few things.
Yep.
Aaron Rodgers being signed to the Steelers for his potential final season. And we got Shohei Ohtani back on the pitching mound. He's currently dueling in pitching and batting. Again, he probably will go down one of the greatest baseball players of all time, Shohei Ohtani. Cracking his 50 for 50 last season. And then recently, he has become the 7th Dodger in franchise history to homer in 5 consecutive games. Thank you, Cincinnati Twins, for donating to that accolade, by the way. Oh man. So yeah, man, that pretty much rounds out what's the meta. What episode are we
3?
on?
This season 2, episode 3? That's what I thought it was.
No, this is season 2, episode 2.
Oh, so this is what, episode 7 then?
Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, episode 7. Wow, math, easy. Quick math.
Yep. I did.
Quick math. But yeah, man, that's a big chunky wonky. And I'm gonna edit this shit, get it out to y'all ASAP, and y'all know the vibes. And then we'll be back
Yes, sir.
We probably won't be back in August. It really just depends on how eventful August is. I don't expect it to be too eventful because
we can do something. We can do a little something. We'll see.
Outside of doing, oh yeah, we can talk shit about video games. Oh man, might have to do that because I need to speak about video games because
Yep,
the golden years of video games for me was 2014 to 2020. That was my golden year of video games, bro. It would never be forgotten.
hell no, I agree with you.
It'll never be forgotten. But yeah, man, that'll wrap it up for What's the Meta episode 2 of season 2. Man, y'all stay safe in these streets. You know, drink some water, wash your butthole, wash your balls, put on deodorant, brush your hair, wear a wave cap, blow out your hair, whatever it is. Clean your kitchen, because I know your kitchen's fucking filthy. Clean your tub, because I know that shit got soap scum. Make sure you clean your shit before I come in there and clean that shit for you and charge you my rate of $100 an hour. So you better get that shit started, okay? Okay, thank you.
You know what? We out. We go. I'm dead.